Here, I believe that is going to be. We'll find out in a second who's who. We'll figure it out as we go. Dodd, give us the count in at your leisure, friend.
3, 2, 1, go.
Boom, and there we have it. We are going to see the buffs come out here from both of our players as we slowly but sure. I'm going to guess that the Bull Goat is going to be Inservins. Not sure. Ripple, yeah, that's going to be. The Clean Rot is going to be Inservins. Suwusery on the Ripple Halberd, probably going for that little bit of a desync tech, or the early hits as they're calling them these days. I can't keep up with the kids. And there we have it. We are going to see the Rot versus Sleep versus switching to Poison. Suwu definitely seems to be changing it up on this exchange.
Well, you get close to CaliNet, which I'm not sure if Inservins is at, but I'm going to blame on anyway. And I'm just enjoying the show of the status effect going back and forth. We've got some people don't know this, but the Fat Man armor is very resistant to piercing damage.
Interesting.
That the Bull Goats is not, and in a set-on-set trade, it's actually going to be in Fat Man's favor. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
but
we'll
boom,
see how
we got another poison proc.
And
we got those helmets. We've got 18 effects on one player. Welcome to Elden Ring, and that's just the way it's gonna go. That Sleep Halberd is scary. That is a
very
extremely scary thing.
I mean, you can get the proc in like what 2-3 hits, like, and especially given that it goes on ghost hits as well. That's gonna be like, oof, that's gonna be rough. As we are gonna see Suwu there managing to get the bolus off. Ouch! But slowly but surely being chipped away as we see the switch over. What I would imagine is going to be the switch over to Royal Remains here in a second. Although Inservins is keeping up that pressure. You know, Cali Swag coming out in force, which is a statement I never wanted to say. And I hope chat feels the same way about that one, as he is going to be, 555 damage in that exchange. Not bad, Dodd, not bad. Although I imagine we're going to see regen as Suwu is going to be BHSing away. Can't believe
I believe I saw a fat roll in there at one point or another. So we get a lot of swaps on the field at the moment.
An awful lot.
I'm pretty sure I saw that.
Oh, that's going to be Sue's in an awful lot of trouble. Is she going to be able to get out? Oh, we got the swap.
I was getting some flashbacks. That was some flashbacks to 3 right there. Just keep smashing that button and that roll catch. No. Royal Remains will not be there. Caught them in the menu. Beautiful timing. And that was a rough one.
That was a messy one for sure. And you know what? Fair dues to Suwu. She gave a good attempt at the first half there. And I think we'll see very much that return to a back and forth over the course of this. And that bloody... Oh, God. It's good. I'm going to be super curious, though, as to see how Suwu is going to answer this one. Because that was very, very nice on the side of Inservins. And that was something I was expecting from very early on in this tourney. Was going to be, you know, something along the effect of an awful lot of clean rots, an awful lot of pikes. So the Moonveil and the bow last set were kind of a bit of a surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Suwu on the left and Inservins on the right. 3, 2, 1. Kaboom. And there we have it. Both players going for their physic, Dodd. Both of them going for their respective buffs. Was that a Bodekin's Blessing that we seen there on the side of Inservins?
Might have been.
Ooh.
Might have been.
But immediate aggression, and he's not been told no. This is kind of an interesting one here. Just chasing Suwusery around the place. Maybe she was going for a particular swap, as we do see her running along the edge here. We see the Bloodhound Step coming out, 112 damage there in that exchange. Suwusery going for the Bloodhound Step to try and get away. This is more on lines of what I was expecting. How many friendships do you think will be ended by the end of this first round? Dodd, that's the real question.
I'm hoping at least 3. We know that a lot of emotions can happen in the 5-second fight, and you know you might have been talking to somebody on Discord for 2 years, but you BM'd them one time in a game that no one else plays, so it's over. Everything is done and everything is over, and I'm hoping at least we see that 3 times. At least.
And here we go. We are going to see Suwusery here going for that little bit of pressure, and you know we are seeing that regen coming in clutch here. However, the small arena does definitely make it a little bit better, and the bleed proc. Suwu's on bleed? No way. Ooh, goes for that bad BHS around. Suwu still dangerously low here, as we are going to see now. Inservins just finding those opportunities again. You know, the fundies are still there. You can see even in the spacing where he chooses to Bloodhound. He goes for the unlock to try and catch Suwu there on that one. That was incredible. That disgusting swords.
I am loving some of that unlocked play from a superior PSN player. PSN, thank you. I appreciate it. You're on the influence. I like it.
Stuck
And all,
in the
no, in all
corner.
seriousness, this is again a very, very good display of the skill that a person can have when it comes to just knowing your gimmick, knowing what you're supposed to do, and
Yeah.
and following up with that pressure. I think Inservins is fully aware that seriously. 3, 2, 1, go.
And you smell, there we go, as we are going to see both of our players here going for their physic. We see I believe that was Bodikins there yet again on both players. As they're going to meet up here in the middle. Have a little bit of a chat, and the fan dagger spam comes out right off the bat. Not that the poise chip with Bodikins is going to make that much of a difference, I think. Ooh, out it goes. There goes for that running attack, managing to hit Suwu there for 164 damage. Goes for that, and that's it. That's going to be Bodikins here coming in clutch. Of course, the much higher absorption it gives, and the poise as well. This is definitely something. This is one of the tournaments. Oh, 919 versus 622. I believe both sides are even, but that's going to be the rot proc on Suwu, so she's gonna have to be careful now. That bleed was a really smart idea now that I think about it, as it's gonna be Inservins having her in the corner, but she manages to get out. Managing to get out there on that one. Oof, goes for the running attack. Suwu, quite low, that's gonna be the tier proc.
Ooh.
This stock could go either way, Dodd.
This is definitely one of the rounds of all time.
Just as you say it, someone says in the chat. Amazing. It's almost like you planned it. And there goes the Rot Proc comes out. We are going to see the BHS go out there once again. Suwu keeping up though. That bleed must be quite high. Oh, that's nasty. And that's going to be Suwu down. Whew.
That is a definite sign of the future. Watching two rapiers just decide, you know what? I'm just going to stand in your face and I'm not going to care. And every once in a while, I'm going to bloodhound step around you. 3, 2, 1, go.
Kaboom. And we're just going to see what the physics both of them are using. Are we going to see the Bodikins come out again? Not that time. We are going to see... Yep, there's the Bodikins into the regen. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. As we are going to see pretty much Suwu moving on to the pikes into Storm Stomp there, but I'm not sure Storm Stomp is going to be the play, given that there's going to have access to the Bodikins. That's going to be curious.
Yeah, that's a 25% or something like that poise bonus. Like, it's crazy.
I mean, the hyper armor is fantastic for sure, but the problem is she's not going to get the poise break on Inservins here because both of them are using the oof. Inservins.
A lot of prong damage going on here.
What do you think? Do you expect to see Holy Gust happen at all over the course of this tournament?
I'm hoping someone picks up on the high IQ move of using Holy Gust, or specking into prong damage as fast as they can. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean the person who's going to come in with plus 10 hatred and 5 plus 5 malice. I think that's going to be the ones who are really going to take this away.
They're going to do it, definitely. They're going to be standing at the winner's circle, and they're going to be smiling the whole time.
Goes for the trade, but he has the recovery to get out. Oh, God, that's disgusting. Oh, my God, he manages to get the backstab! What?
Those aren't real in Elden Ring. Here we are.
He got an inescapable off of that one. That's crazy. And Suwu's incredibly low. Goes for the parry. What a god.
Good lord. This
what
PSN monster is attempting to style on the PC crowd, and I'm here for it.
No, we claim it was our
100%.
own, okay? But either way, we have both of our players in. We have the Reduvia on the side of Suwu, and I think the thrusting sword as well. Dodd, give us the count in.
3, 2, 1, you smell.
Kaboom! So true, Umphy, as we are going to see both of our players go. Is that going to be... I have no idea what that was, but that was incredible. That was wild. Not quite sure what happened there. Either way, we are going to see Suwu here going back to the Ripple Halberd yet again, and they are going to be going up against the Clean Rot once again. Inservins seems to be fairly confident on that, and there we have it. We are going to see, of course, Suwu going for the Bolas. Given that opportunity though by Inservins, which is a rare moment where his status pressure didn't really count for much. unusual indeed, as we are going to see the Ripple Halberd come out running R1s, going out one after the other. We are going to see, of course, Inservins here, spacing it out, managing to get that proc though. Suwu needs to keep up that pressure, she can't let him do it. No, the space out! Oh, that's tragic, as we do see the bleed going out here on the Ripple Halberd.
Well, and watching Inservin at the moment too, seeing that Suwu is switching back to this halberd, I think that space makes a lot of sense. He knows that the pattern of the fight has changed, and it's time to just watch and wait just a little bit, which is smart.
Yeah, he's careful. He's very careful on the approach now compared to what he was, as we are going to see Suwu taking a little bit of damage there in that exchange. Forced back now is the side of Suwu. We are going to see Inservins here managing to get that poison proc, I believe. Or is that rot? No, it's rot. Never mind. As we are going to see Suwu here back on Ripple. Not able to get it off. Does get the bundle out though. Is going to manage to get that punish. Is she going to be no! Didn't manage to connect. As we are going to see the boluses here from both players.
That health is just trickling down.
Yes, slowly but surely. Lord. Death by 1,000 cuts, as it looks like, as we do see the switch over to poison here on this one. Maybe thinking he's not going to go for the bolus on that one, I reckon. Oh no, Suwu's in a bother. He's inside, and being that close against Halberd is not a fun time. We see the poison proc. Suwu, is she going to be able to get the Royal Remain swap off? Oh, and she doesn't. And that's going to be a 5-0 sweep on the side of Inservins.